Hello guys, welcome, and this is my first Born video. So today I am going to show you how to make a basic fluid simulation in your computer. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here's the blender. I just take my toolbar off down, and so you can see the recording timing. So here's the blender. This is my startup file. I actually already deleted the cube so that I don't have to delete it again and again. If you don't know how to make a startup file, so just delete everything you want or make the setup you want and then press Ctrl U, and here you can see that save the startup file. Okay, so now we will be moving towards the fluid simulation. So press Shift A, Mesh and Cube. Okay, so this will be our domain. So we should make sure that everything will be inside our domain. So scale 5, enter, and then zoom out, and now you can see that we can't see anything inside this cube. So go to this tab, object data button, and then go down to here, maximum draw type, and then click on that and wire. Now you will be able to see the inside the cube. Now press 5 to move to orthographic view, and then press 1. Okay, so now scale this cube on z-axis by 0.5 and press enter. Now G, Z and 2, then enter. It means that we have moved our cube 2 blender units up. Okay, so now press 7, and you can see that it's a rectangular type, so we don't want it rectangular, we want it to be smaller on the y-axis. So we press scale, S to scale, then Y, then 0.6, then enter. Okay, so now you can see that it's just the cube. Press 1, and now tab and edit mode. Now press A, then B, and then select all the upward edges, and then press G, Z, minus 0.2. Make sure you select all these top edges, so like this and this, and then press 1, then G, Z, minus 0.5, and then enter. Move it down a little bit, something like you would have a tub, and now press object mode. Now you can see that our tub is ready. Now we will be giving it a thickness, but not by the modifiers button. We will give it manually. Press 1, tab, edit mode, then make sure you have edges selected, then go to here and select faces. Now click X and then faces. Now it would have deleted our faces. Now press on the edge select button, and then press 1 and press Alt and press on one of these edges. Now you can see that a loop is selected. So when we press Alt, a loop is selected. Now again we will press 1, then E to extrude. You can see this has been extruded. Then right click to extrude it on the same place. Now scale 0.8, enter. You could see that 0.8 is much smaller, so we would scale it about scale 0.9. Yeah, that's pretty good. And again press 1. Now we'll again press E to extrude, and we will keep it on the right place. Then we will press G, then Z, then bring it over down right over there. Make sure you do not connect this edge with this edge. So we will give a thickness to it by putting it right over there. Now we will again press E to extrude, and then right click. Now we will press Ctrl M to merge it in the center. A, so we'll press Control M. Oops, Alt M. Okay, it's Alt M, not Control M, and then at center. Now you can see that it's merged. It is merged at the center. Now we'll press tab 4 to go to object mode and come right over there, and this to solid. So now you can see our tub is ready. Actually, I was wrong that this was not the domain, so I am sorry for that. Press 1, Shift A, Mesh, Cube, Scale 5, Enter. Now get this to wireframe mode because this is our actual domain. Scale it on the Z-axis by 0.5, then enter, then G, Z, and bring it right about there. Now press 7 and scale Y and then bring it right about there. Make sure you do not make it perfectly fit with this domain, I mean obstacle. So now we will add some inflow. So now press Shift. Okay, we will be adding our 3D cursor right over there, then Shift A, Mesh, and Circle. Make sure you have fill type to N-gon. Then make sure you do it earlier because you can't do it afterwards. Now go to tab, edit mode, tab mode. Now you can see that one, and rotate it on the y-axis by 90 degrees, and then scale it 0.5, and now press G, Z, 1, -2, then enter. Bring it right above here. Okay, now this will be our inflow, which will flow the liquid right over there, right? Something like this. This will be our tub and this will be our domain. So now we will be making a pipe for this. So now we'll be making it later, yes. So now go to physics tab and then fluid. Now click on the inflow button and click on X, then 1.5, then enter. Now click on this huge box, fluid, and then domain. Click on this tub, fluid, obstacle. Then give this partial slip and the amount to 0.05. Click on this button and make export animated. Make sure you don't have this check mark, so remove it. Then click on the stub and then make final preview to 80. Then render preview to 80. Okay, now we will go to fluid world and click on water. Then we will go to fluid boundary and partial slip to 0.05. Enter. Make sure you don't have the tick mark on the remove air bubble, so just uncheck it. And use the fluid particle. You nothing have to do with this. Now just go to bake memory and bake. It will take some time, so that until there I just pause the video. Okay, so now I have done the baking of the fluid. So now you can see this animation. Press Alt A to play the animation, and you could just see that how cool is this fluid animation looks. So now we will be adding materials and then background to our fluid simulation. Press Alt A to stop the animation. Go all the way back and then make sure you have your fluid selected, and then click from blend render to cycles render and go to material button and then click on new. Then change from diffuse shader to glass. You don't have to change any value right here because the water will be white color. Now click on the tub and click on new and click on glossy shader. Change the roughness value from 0 to 0.1. Then put the color to green. If you want to use my color, then the hex code will be 94E74D. Okay, so now we will be removing this disk from the rendering. So go to the view scenes and then you can see the circle which I have selected and then click the camera off. Now press Z, then render. So now you could see that the area is little bit dark because of our lighting, but the water is looking realistic. So Z, go back to object mode, then sun, point, click on the point lamp, then use nodes, then click on the size and put it to 3, then strength to 500. Now we will press 1 again and we will zoom out and we'll press shift A, mesh and then plane. Now bring the plane right up over there, shift S and cursor to center. Now we will scale our plane for about scale 10, enter, and then we will be giving it a new diffuse shader. Now let's have a look on our case. So we will be extending the plane some more by 5. Yeah, that's okay. And now we'll go to world data, then use nodes, then click on background to about this much brighter, and then Z, then go to render. You can see that our fluid is looking a bit realistic, but the stuff is not looking realistic, and because of the lightning. So we press Z, then 2, then change this lamp from point source to sun, and change the strength to 50 and enter. Then Z9 again, we can see that it's too bright, so we'll go to 10, 10 and enter. Okay, so now it's looking a bit realistic. We'll go to world button and change this value from about right there. And okay, so we'll be putting it to Hemi or spot area. Okay, so point source is just better 500, and we will be going to object mode and then shift duplicate this lamp and put it over there. Then we will be adding sun, size to 1 and then strength to 5. Now we will be rotating on the Z axis to make sure it focuses on the tub. So rotate it on the Z axis by 90 degrees and then you can see that it just focuses on the tub. Now press Z and 9. You could see that our fluid simulation is looking pretty cool, but the background is too white. So we'll press Z and 2 and we'll go to world and put the color back to normal, and then we will be giving our background a little bit darker color. So now it's okay, Z9. Now you can see that our fluid and tub is looking much more realistic. Click on the tub and then bring its roughness value to 0. You could see that this looks unrealistic, so we'll be making it to 0.1, then Z, then 2. Now we will be playing the animation and pausing at which part is the best. So I think that this part is the best, or the frame just behind this. Yeah, because the wave is created naturally on this surface. Click on the water and smooth it out. Now click on Z, then render. You can see here that the water is looking realistic. Due to my rendering process is slow, so you could face several problems. Okay, so now I will be pausing my video at time it will. Okay, so now you can see that rendering is in the process and the water looks realistic, but the problem is the disk isn't still disappeared. So we go to Z and then solid and click on the disk and then click the eye mark. Now the water is looking too thick, so now we will be going to physics button and then click on the exponent and put it to 9. Then we will bake the memory again. I will pause the video until it's been baked. Okay, so now we have done baking. Now I press Alt A and then you can see that the fluid is much thin than the older fluid. So now press Alt A and then go back to frame 1. Now we will keep on rendering. So now we would press 5 to go back to perspective group and then select the area which you find very good. So I found this angle to be the best angle for the shooting. Okay, and now I press Alt A to get the frame where the wave is just coming. So oops. Okay, tag object mode, C solid, and then I press play. So now you could see that the wave was created right in this frame. Yes, you can see this. There is a wave. I will go just. Okay, so frame number 80 is my target frame. Now we will press Ctrl Alt 0 to give the camera over here. Now I press N and then lock camera to view. Now I will zoom out, then again press N, lock camera to view, and here's my rendering scene. We will be rendering this mode. I press 5, so this is the orthographic and this is the perspective. I press 0 and now I press Z, then rendering. You could just see that it will be rendered. So now I press Z and 2. I will be rendering the image file of this. So I will just go to here and I will change from PNG to bitmap, then RGB, then we will go to sampling and then clamp in direct to point 1 and clamp direct to point 5 to prevent the fireflies which we get, which are the white dots, and then render to about 100 because I don't have that much fast CPU. And we'll go to geometry, light paths, and then transparency maximum 5 and minimum 3, and then maximum is 5 and then minimum 3 to speed up our rendering. Now we will be going to this render layers and click on denoising, so it will just smoothen out our image. Now we will save our file as new file dot blend, and now we will be saving it as blend file. Now we will be rendering it. So now we'll be rendering it right about there. Oops, I think that the plane is being deleted. No, it's in wireframe. Press Z6, Ctrl Y, denoising and sampling to 100, bitmap, RGB, and file save as. Okay, it's already saved. Now we'll go from solid wireframe to solid, and now we will be rendering this layer. Okay, so I will be pausing the video until it's completely rendered. Okay, so now my file is being rendered, and now to save it, press F3. Oops, sorry, I have encountered some problems. Press F3, then save this in your file. Go to my file and then save as image, and it's done. We have made our first Blender tutorial. So I have made my first Blender tutorial, and you can even animate it. I have learned to show you. I have taught you to make this fluid simulation, and please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and comment down below which should be the next video which I should make on Blender, Inkscape or any other. And yes, an update is that I have this all softwares available, so make a note of it. And yeah, not this one, but these are all the softwares. I don't use this Adobe softwares. These are the softwares which my dad used, but all the open source softwares which you can see just here are used by me. So comment down below which tutorial you want and on what. Thank you and bye bye. So tada.